Good evening. It is now 7 o'clock. I will call the Tuesday, September 6th, 2022 Board of Selectmen meeting to order. All three selectmen are present and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Make a motion that we approve the Board of Selectmen meeting minutes from August 16th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on these minutes? Oh, I was good with them.
I was too.
As well.
Okay, all in favor of approving the Board of Selectmen meeting minutes from August 16th, 2022, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion that we approve the special selectmen meeting minutes from August 18th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, motion in a second. Any discussion on this, on these minutes?
Nope, I'm
Good.
All in favor of approving the special selectmen meeting minutes from August 18th, 2022, say aye.
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 Aye. All right, we have no correspondence to share. So I'll open up the floor to selectmen comments.
I think I have a comment.
Okay, Ken?
I just got one quick thing, has to do with finance.
Mhm.
I do have my concerns and I did speak with Bill last week, I think it was, when I popped in the office to sign. We do have, what do you call it, the audit that's should be starting very shortly. And Bill's doing a great job, but he, being stretched very thinly between the school and here.
Mhm.
So we have the audit. I know we have the year ending transfers to go yet.
Those were done in October of last year. So, and we had somebody that was dedicated here as a finance director.
I'm not.
I
I'm
think
just saying-
Bill's doing a fine job.
No, Bill's doing a great job,
And I think he might be, I don't think he's as stretched as what you're indicating.
but I just know that breaking in and stuff, so we just need to, I know when the Board of Finance was approving the position, there was talk about an assistant. And if we do need to go in that direction, because the school is very demanding with their grants and programs and stuff, and it takes an awful lot to get things done, so we don't want either side to suffer by any means, so we just need to,
Right, and
Make
it hasn't been quite, so maybe it's been about 6 months at this point, so we're still evaluating the whole situation. But certainly we can let Bill speak on that if he'd like. So at some point. So,
Do you want to speak on it now?
Sure. Yeah. Bill Stieglitz, 101 Spicer Road. Town Finance Director. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate the concern. That's definitely, I mean, I was just talking to Sally about it, actually. The split has been a little heavy, school versus town. A lot of that recently has had to do with the EFS financial report that was filed last week for the school. That's quite an effort, and that's something that I knew was quite an effort coming into the position. And luckily, I'm happy to say that it was filed on time. As usual, there will be some adjustments that happen afterwards, but that's the way that things normally unfold there. But the potential of an assistant position, or potentially even talking about existing staff and their current roles and their mix of what they do, is something that I've been toying with over the last few months, and it's something that I've had a couple of conversations with Amy about. But I definitely appreciate the concern.
Thank you.
yeah, but like I said, Bill's been doing a great job
Yep.
coming in. We just, with the consolidation with 2 full-time people and how demanding the school system can be with the state, they don't want to hear it. They need their stuff on time. We want to keep Bill around as long as we can,
absolutely, agreed,
because he does a great job.
agreed. And like Bill noted, we've discussed expanding roles, merging roles, adding a role. And that will come when we finally make some decisions and we make some adjustments along the way. Any other selectmen comments? September 10th, this coming Saturday, we do have, I don't have a lot to speak on, but we do have the Foodie Festival in Riverside Park. The sidewalk project came to a halt this week only because they were not allowed to work on Friday or Tuesday, the day before and the day after the Labor Day holiday due to state. Because it's a state-funded project, they weren't able to. We also got word today that they're probably not going to be here actively working on sidewalks tomorrow because there's some repairs that need to be made. I am going to be reaching out to the state because where they did all of the grading, not the grading, the milling of Route 12, there's some major potholes that have formed because of the rain. So I'm going to be calling District 2 office tomorrow to say to let them know they have to get out here and get these potholes fixed ASAP. Let's think. Public Works Director search, we have that on the agenda for tonight, so I have an update for both of you. And yeah, I think that's it for now.
You know how many food trucks are good? No.
I think it's quite a few. This
That's
is
what I wondered.
a separate company, so this isn't technically organized by the town rec department. Is a company that goes from, oh, in fact, they're popping in right now. Recreationists. They go to all different towns and it's like a circuit of food
It
trucks.
is.
Yeah.
It's all 395 corridor.
I want to say about 11. I want to say
That's
about 11.
awesome. I'm
Yeah.
Kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And it's a way of attracting people to our.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're hoping to make it an annual thing for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Food trucks are kind of a bad thing right now.
yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Any other selectmen comments? Okay, we will open the floor to citizen comments. I will begin with the virtual audience. If you are in the virtual audience via Zoom, you can unmute yourself, state your name and your address for the record, and your voice will be heard. So the floor is open for you right now.
My name is Amanda Lincoln and I live on 20 Leon Street in Thompson, Connecticut. I work in the recreation office.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
And what did you have to comment on tonight?
Brian just asked me to come and just kind of see how the meeting goes. And I know that we have an appointment for Ashley Lewis on the Recreation Commission today. So I just wanted to give my support to her.
Oh, great. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else in the virtual audience, state your name and address, please, for the record. Okay, hearing and seeing none, we will move to the live audience. If you're here in the live audience and you'd like to speak, come up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record, please.
Wyndham Ryan, 108 Fabian Road. My wife and I, we just coming out, I think it's Gar Run Road.
Okay.
When we saw all those lines painted, and I had seen the article in the paper, how it's being engineered. She goes, why don't they just put an island? So two can come in this way, and two can come in this way, and
Are you talking about Blaine Road?
Lane Road,
Okay.
right there. You know, it's like, what? It's the most simplest thing in the world. Just put an island separating. So the traffic that comes in from the right takes a right-hand turn. Traffic that comes in the other way takes the left-hand turn. The island keeps everybody separate and.
Yep. And Mr. O'Brien makes a great point. He's talking about Blaine Road and the Blaine Road intersection redesign. When the road was redesigned, it was before my term as selectman. It was designed by a local engineer. It was after the painting, the line markings were done for the intersection. It was actually inspected by the contractor and by our public works guys and by a DOT state inspector who said it was too small. So it's back to the drawing board and an island, like a rumble strip island.
Just an island.
Yep. Well, we
So
can't
that-
technically, the island won't necessarily work because our plow trucks have to be able to get through there
If it's two
easily.
lane- If it's 2 lanes wide, both ways,
Mm-hmm.
because Lotus Lake Campground did the same thing right in the middle.
Yeah.
So that 2 lanes go this way, 2 lanes go that way.
Well, I really do like your idea, but what I was gonna say was that we're planning potentially like a rumble strip island that's painted and marked and slightly raised.
But I mean, that
So-
one there, you could actually have like a yield sign or a stop
Right.
sign for one section, and she goes, "Why spend all this money? It's a simple thing."
Mhm.
Now, another question.
Right.
When a couple weeks ago, I had talked to you about Fabian Road.
Mhm.
You said there was like $560,000 or something around. Now, was that what you brought from last year into this year, or is it a combined amount?
No, it was what was left over from last year.
Okay. No, I'm just happening to see a lot of catch basins getting done and
Right.
everything else, and I ain't seen a person on Fabian.
Okay,
It's like, and no offense, but that money's been there 3 times, and 3 times it went somewhere else in Thompson.
Mhm.
So my only question is,
When is it coming to Fabian?
yeah, it would be nice.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
I hear you.
I think I was talking, I think Ken was selectman at that time. It was like, why don't we just turn it into a dirt road again? Because it's pretty much gotten to that
Mhm.
point, and that was then. And just because it's gonna be totally, completely rebuilt from the ground up.
Mhm.
There's
Right.
nothing left to it. You know, it's been patched and patched and patched and patched and patched. It's like, there's nothing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, floor is still open to citizen comments.
Sally White, 308 East Thompson Road. We haven't heard anything about NECOG. My understanding is that there are monthly meetings and that there's a representative that goes, and we don't hear anything back about what is going on in the meetings and what is being discussed, what is being proposed. Can you give any type of overview of Thompson's interaction with NECOG?
Okay. I attend the meetings are generally virtual. I don't have an update. I'm happy to start giving an update.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm curious about lack of correspondence. I would suspect that there is considerable mail that comes in over the transom for the selectmen. And so it seems odd that you would say there's no correspondence.
The administrative assistant typically goes through the mail, so, I trust.
I can tell you, I didn't get anything since our last meeting.
Right.
Did you?
Nothing.
Sometimes that happens.
Well, seems odd.
Okay.
All right, well, perhaps there'll be some mail next time. I would think there would be invitations, notices, newsletters, or whatever that come in, or complaints, ideas, any range of things. There needs to be a lot of things. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Citizen comments for both live and virtual. Okay, hearing and seeing none, we will move on to agenda item 7, Fire Marshal Mutual Aid Services Agreement. In the past, we have had this same agreement with Woodstock. This was presented to our Fire Marshal James Sine, myself, to enter into agreement with Pomfret, Putnam, Woodstock, and Thompson. So James is in the meeting. If there's any questions specifically regarding it, it was drafted by Rich Roberts, who is also one of our town attorneys, but he represents Putnam as well. I don't think in general that it's going to affect us because James is such an active fire marshal. This really just applies to emergency responses should either James or Dino be away for some reason and there's an emergency situation. I can't foresee, and Jamie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I can't foresee any time where we would use a fire marshal from another town for a routine inspection, because Jamie and Dino both have a good grasp on that. They have an active schedule that they're they're following.
No, but the other towns may need
Exactly.
somebody and. Because we did this a few years ago, if you remember, with the building official,
Mhm,
Right.
right,
because they cover each other and help out,
Yes.
especially. For instance, the Woodstock Fair that has a lot of inspections, they'll bring in a few and it covers
right.
legality, so this all makes perfect sense in that aspect.
Mhm. Jamie, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, I'm
I-
sorry, my phone had cut out for a second there. Yeah, so what happened was back when Kenny was selectman, we drafted the mutual aid agreement with Woodstock and it worked out pretty well. Because as you said, if there is an emergency, when me and Dino are working, at least somebody was able to come in and do the investigation if they were available. But Woodstock Fire Marshal is getting close to retirement. So he won't be around, which he was around all the time, which will lead to another part-timer that might have a job. So Putnam and Pomfret wanted to expand the agreement because of the same problem. It's all part-time positions, so helping out. So going through our agreement with Woodstock, we actually found out that our agreement with Woodstock actually expired last year. Nobody ever thought to look at it. It was a 2-year contract, so we've been expired since 2021 with our contract. As Kenny said, with the Woodstock Fair is a big event, so I was actually there all day Friday working at the fair doing gas inspections and extinguisher inspections of all the booths. So it does help out those towns that have larger events involved. And the other side of it is for investigation, which is the large part of it. The state fire marshal's office used to play a big role with assisting us in fire investigations. But the state right now, the fire marshal's office only has 7 fire marshals for the whole state. So they're running short as it is on the state level. So we kind of have to rely on ourselves with our local area and our local towns to if we need assistance with it.
I seem to be missing page 2.
Is it on the back? Oh, did Marie only copy? There should be 1, 2, 3 pages.
Right. I'm missing page 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it was sent to you, right?
Yeah.
virtually,
And I
okay,
did
virtually.
scan it. Wanted to see where the.
So Jamie, when you were at the Woodstock Fair, they compensated you for mileage. And, oh, did we lose them? Oh, no. They compensated you for mileage and paid you, correct? I'm assuming the town of Woodstock did. I think we might have lost him. Oh, there he is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just came back. My phone cut out again.
Okay, did you hear what I had asked though?
Can you hear?
Yep,
No,
because it was,
I didn't hear.
because it was
Did you
more.
hear
of a-
my?
I didn't hear your answer.
Okay, so nothing that I discussed went through.
No, I got that. I had asked you a question. When you were at.
Oh no, I
Woodstock-
didn't hear the.
Okay, when you were at the Woodstock Fairgrounds. Town of
Yes.
Woodstock must compensate you mileage and hourly. As the agreement states, because that was more of a routine inspection, not an emergency.
Correct. So what will happen, like we did last year, is we will submit a bill to the town of Woodstock.
Okay,
And just like we did last year for the services that were rendered. And one thing we did change is last year we had a lot of verbiage.
yeah. If he shuts off his video. Hey, Jamie, we lost you again.
Can you
Yep,
can you
if
hear
you-
me now?
Yeah, if you shut off your video, that sometimes helps with the bandwidth.
All right, let me try that now.
Okay,
So yeah, so Woodstock, we changed it, so it was really convoluted with a lot of wording on different fees. So we did
Mhm.
it to a set rate,
Yep.
versus if it's this type of inspection, it's this much. If it's that type, it's a certain amount. So it's going to benefit more the other towns that have large scale events. as opposed to us. The only time it might affect us is we do fireworks at the Speedway every now and then. And if we happen to be unavailable, we could bring in another fire marshal to do that event. But we have it in our fee schedule that whoever does fireworks actually has to pay an hourly rate to the fire marshal's office.
Correct.
So there would be no cost. There would be no cost to the town itself, because
Right.
there would be whoever did the fireworks is paying for that event.
And I would assume even with the town of Woodstock, then probably the Woodstock Agricultural Commission that runs the fair probably paid back the town. I would assume, I'm assuming, but
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what
That makes
happens
sense.
is the Woodstock Fire Marshal bills, they bill the fair for the services.
right. Great. Any other questions? Any other thoughts?
No, it's something that we were in before,
And just expanding,
expanding with the additional town, and it helps cover and
Yep.
liabilities and everything. The mutual aid agreement is there, and it's benefits everybody.
okay. Right. So what I guess what I'm
And
looking
the reason
for- Yep.
for the
Yep,
oops, sorry.
Sorry,
The
Jamie,
real
go
reason
ahead.
for the I'm sorry. The real reason for the contract is state statute. You can't just, like, if Putnam needed help, we can't just randomly go in there and help them. You have to have some sort of agreement to satisfy the state. If you don't have an
Okay.
agreement, you can't do any services in another town.
so with that, I guess I'm looking for a motion to authorize me to enter into this agreement.
Do you need? I mean, we can do it.
No, I would feel comfortable if
Yeah,
I had the
yeah,
boards.
yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, so we're making a motion to authorize the first selectman to enter into the fire marshal mutual aid services agreement with the towns of Pomfret, Woodstock, and Putnam. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on this?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
All-
sorry.
All, that's okay. You can answer me.
You're not allowed.
All in favor of approving or authorizing the first selectman to enter into the agreement, say aye.
Aye.
And I will say aye. That motion passes. One of those days. Okay, agenda item 8, DPW Director Search. I have some information that I'd like to share with the board. This person put some thought into it over the weekend. He had approached me on Thursday of last week. Joe Tasic, our mechanic at the garage, would like to step into the position of Public Works Director. 17-year employee. He knows our roads. He knows our staff. He firmly would like to move forward and create a road maintenance, preservation, and repair plan.
I don't know him. I mean, I hear what you're saying and it sounds good. I don't.
Well, it's excellent to promote from within an
Absolutely.
organization. I'm happy to arrange a time for us to sit down and we could interview him if
That
that.
would be.
I think that would be appropriate.
Mhm. All right. So.
Yeah.
Very good. I will arrange for that then.
Okay.
So he knows that I was coming to the board to discuss it with both of you today. So,
I think it would only be, I think it would be good to have him come in and interview. We put it out to the public
Mhm.
and then interviewed a couple and then to have him interview would just kind of make sense.
yeah, absolutely. Very good. Well, I will set that up. I'll put a couple dates out for both of you. And we'll plan a time for him to do the interview.
Okay.
All right, agenda item 9. Thompson Middle School PTO 8th grade stepping up request for fundraiser at the transfer station this Saturday. Kind of short notice, 8 to 2 p.m.
Nothing else on the calendar, I think.
Nope, not for the transfer station.
So I'll make a motion that we honor their request to, what is it? Not fill the paw.
No, it's a
Stepping
stepping up,
up.
but it is a fill the paw donation collection. That's what the letter stated. I don't know where stepping up
For
came
8 to
from.
2 on the 10th.
Oh, because it's the eighth grade stepping up committee member.
Okay, so to fill the, yeah, fill the, on, what did you say? Yes, September 10th from 8 to 2.
Motion, we have a second. Any other discussion about this request? Okay, all in favor of approving the request for the Fill the Paw donation collection this Saturday at the Thompson Transfer Station from 8 to 2 p.m. Say aye. Aye. All right. We have an appointment, Ashley Lewis, Recreation Commission. She's lived in Thompson 3 years. And she would like to join the Recreation Commission, which we know is always in need. I think someone resigned the last meeting we had, or the one before that. So,
Yeah, her application says she's been attending some of the meetings.
Yep.
So she's shown an interest. We just reduced, I believe, that
Yep.
size of that commission. So
Because we couldn't get enough.
make a motion to approach Ashley Lewis to the Recreation Commission.
I will second it, but do we have a term?
oh, yes, sorry, it's
It's
here.
on the-
The term to expire April 15th, 2024. Okay. And you said you seconded it?
Second it.
Okay. Any further discussion about the appointment of Ashley Lewis to the Recreation Commission? Okay, all in favor of appointing Ashley Lewis to Recreation Commission, term to expire April 15th, 2024, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, and then we have a resignation. Pat Sharon is currently a member of the Trail Committee and would like to officially step down from the position. I would make a motion that we accept the resignation of Pat Sharon from the Trails Committee with regret.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on this resignation? Okay, all in favor of accepting the resignation with regret, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Thank you for the services.
absolutely. All right, Main Street reconstruction RFP. We have 5 RFPs to open this evening. All of us take a turn and read it off.
Meeting we had none.
Well, I think Marie put it on the agenda, but wasn't, sorry, they weren't due.
early.
It was too early. Okay, you want to go first? Whoever gets theirs open first. I'll go first. I'm finding one. Anybody gets to their bid amount before the other, feel free to. Schedule. Services. I didn't see any jobs.
Okay.
Oh, okay, what do you have?
AI engineers. We're up 919 Middle Street, Middletown. Proposal information. Base fee. 135,000. Additional fee required for state funding construction of 5,000.
What did you say again? I'm not-
135.
Okay, I found one too.
100.
I have Wendell, McDonald, and Costello. And they're out of, I'm not sure where they're at. But their base fee is $90,000. And their additional fee is $11,000.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I almost got to mine. Ah, okay. All right, fee proposal. So my company is that I open is Freeman Companies LLC. They are out of. Sorry, I'm trying to find. They are, I can't, oh, they are out of Hartford. So Freeman Companies out of Hartford. Base fee, 99,900. And. I'm not finding anything else. Said what was the second? It does, it's not showing an additional fee on this that I can find. So.
Okay, and the Wendell, McDonald, and Costello that I just read was that a new?
Okay. GM2. Glastonbury. 119,000 for the base, and additional fee was 6,000.
We have one more to open.
Okay, so Better Group, Inc. And. They're out of Hartford, Connecticut, and it looks like their base fee is 88,000. And additional fee required for state funded construction, 115,000. That's interesting.
Okay. These will be forwarded over to a committee, which would include members of mill sites redevelopment. And yeah, and we'll go from there to evaluate them. And just know this project all is surrounding attempting to get another lot SIP grant for the sidewalks on Main Street. And then, of course, the repaving of Main Street. So.
And it's a very long process.
Yes. So, all right, that concludes the opening of bids. On to agenda item 13, other business. Is there any other business to bring before the board tonight?
No.
Moving on to agenda item 14, we're back to citizen comments. We'll begin with the live audience. Citizen comments, just come up to the mic, state your name and address, please, for the record.
Sally White. I didn't hear the first name of the company that submitted a bid from Middletown.
Was that me?
Yeah, it should be the white one.
Well, were you AIG? Did you read yours first?
I had,
You
I
read
did-
yours first.
I had, yeah.
Not AIG. Is it AIG? That's an insurance company. AGI,
Was it this one?
AI,
AI,
Wendell, McDonald,
Middletown.
and Costello?
yeah, WMC, also known
The
as.
very first one was from Middletown.
Yep.
Base 135.
Yeah, well, I think the 5,000, without pulling it back out, I think it was $5,000.
Right,
State.
The one I heard that was Wendell McDonald Newington was 90K.
Right,
Okay, the very first one that was read off was something engineers,
That's,
919.
yeah, that's AI engineers.
Oh,
AI,
Are these best value or lowest? What type of,
well, they'll evaluate the whole entire packet. It doesn't always come down to who's the lowest bid. on a project like
Well,
this.
doesn't it have to be declared beforehand what type of contract they are bidding?
It would be in the RFP, correct?
So
What
the-
type of contract is it?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what your
what is-
question is.
Type of contract is it? Is it best value? Is it cost plus? Is it lowest? What type of contract is it?
Most likely, I would say it's probably best value.
Okay. But you're not sure.
This is the first time anybody's ever asked me that.
Oh,
I didn't
The building
write the
committee would
RFP.
probably
I would
Right.
Be
think it
able
would
to
be
answer
very
your question.
clear in the specs.
I'd have to relook at the specs.
So once those other people review them, then they bring it back to you all.
With the
Come with a
recommendation.
recommendation.
Okay, very good. And I think it would be a good idea, in the past, if somebody is appointed to have a reasonable bio about them. I think all of the townspeople should know who's serving on their committees and commissions and know something of that person. I mean, to just appoint someone and say they went to some meetings is,
We have a volunteer form that individuals that are interested in being appointed fill out. And they submit to the first selectman and then that's submitted to us. And it does have some information about the individual.
right.
Would you like a background check? Is that what you're alluding to potentially? Oh, okay.
No, these are public positions.
Mhm.
And they are working on behalf of all of the citizens of the town. All the citizens of the town should have knowledge of who these people are. Why are they interested? What is their background? What are
That's
they,
what the
you
application.
know, just kind of a bio on them to know it. It's a good thing to have that exchange. Instead of. It helps to bring the town together for people to know one another and to know what their credibility is in these positions.
Mhm.
And I think it's important to share that. So
Okay.
I would hope you all would do that in the future, and I would think it would be appropriate to share more about Ashley. It looks like she's on there. Perhaps Ashley could give a little overview.
Well, I think it goes in our, goes with the minutes, doesn't it? So it is in the, public.
Oh, so when I read the minutes, there'll be a bio about Ashley.
Well, I don't know that there'll be a
Do
bio.
these get submitted in with the minutes?
Not always.
Not always,
No.
because it's private information. Kind of
Well,
like when you apply for a job, your application. is-
It shouldn't be private because
Right, it's public.
position.
right.
And
But we do get a bio on people and they do give us information on why they're interested.
Where they
that kind of
live,
thing.
why they're
And then it's an
interested.
appointment by this board, so.
well, I would encourage you to share a good paragraph of meat about the people that are serving in the positions in town. I think would be a good, healthy transparency thing.
Mhm.
Build
that would be-
community and information and.
Maybe that would be something the commissions or the boards could do when the person is, after they're appointed.
Put a little
that,
blurb
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
If they want to.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Live audience, one more time.
Wait, O'Brien, 108 Fabian Road. At the last meeting, you guys talked about the ambulance service.
Mhm.
And I said something to my wife about it. I said there was like one call that took 25 minutes for the response, and there was a couple that were 22. She's like, what? And I told her, well, guy had to get up, get dressed, and whatever else he had to do before he left. And she's like, why are they just sleeping in their clothes if they're getting paid to be there?
Mr. O'Brien, I have to interrupt. We talked about 2 calls. Both of those calls had a reason why they were 20 minutes. There was not a 25-minute call. I have to correct.
Okay.
There was a 20-minute call because it was a standby. It was a standby waiting for the police to show up because it was a mental issue. It was a mental health issue. And the second one, they were in transport from another call.
Well, I understood it.
I just don't want to disparage the names
trying to
of these
disparage.
EMTs who work very hard and they do stay overnight and they do stay up overnight. So I have to respectfully
Well,
correct you.
This is what was said at the meeting, was they had to get up and get dressed. Another one was, he was in the bathroom. Go back to your minute, if you don't believe
That
what
was
I'm
when
saying.
Tammy was giving the report about why certain calls are certain ways,
They were 22
but those
minutes,
weren't specific.
and then there was several that were 18 minutes. And I mean, no offense, I'm just stating what was stated at the meeting here. I said it to my wife and she was like, that's crazy, because somebody's gonna die. If that's the response time, that's crazy. If they're not sleeping in their clothes, I mean, I can understand them laying down on the cot, whatever, you know, relaxing, but they should be prepared to move on a dime. I mean, no offense, but that's when you had the woman up there and stuff. I brought it back to my wife and my wife was like, wow, that's crazy. You can go back to your minutes. Because that was one of the excuses while he was in the bathroom.
The 25-minute call, though, what standby means is the police have them stand by, close by, but not in the vicinity, because they would be at risk. So that technically is not a 25-minute wait
Okay.
to get to the, I just want
Now you
to.
put a 22-minute and, oh, he's getting his pants, he's in the bathroom. I'm missing the point here. I am missing the point, because you're coming from a long ways, and if it's far out, yeah, I understand it's gonna be a long haul. But
I just want to make sure we have the facts correct.
correct, that's all. I
And
mean,
that's-
go
and
back
that's-
to your minutes.
That's,
I mean, my wife was very concerned about the response time. It was like, that's crazy.
and I would say that that was a rare occurrence in that month's report, because the majority of calls were well under 10 minutes. In a town that has the amount of miles of road that we have, it's exceptional, and they're doing an exceptional job for us, and it's a tough job.
I'm not arguing with you on any of that, but it's just, I'm saying,
It is a situation that is monitored. That's why we got the report.
And we'll have
And
another
when,
one.
and when
too.
those times are like that, they're questioned
Mhm.
and they're corrected, so it doesn't happen again in the future.
Correct.
I mean, you also had where there was no staffing at one point, there wasn't a driver or something. I mean, this is what she was like, they're gonna kill somebody. I mean, you guys figure it out. You guys are making the decision, but you guys gotta figure it out. And I mean, no offense, I'll come back on you. Because if somebody dies and, oh, well, it took him 22 minutes to get here because he had to get dressed and go to the bathroom and then out the door. And oh, by the way, it was a 12-minute ride. Seconds count when the person's having a heart attack.
Agreed. Thank you. Virtual audience. The floor is open to citizen comments. Okay, hearing, seeing none, we will move on to tax refunds, and there's a few, so bear with me. I'll make a motion that we refund the following taxpayers: AJ Manufacturing LLC, $53.24. Lucian Below, $6.81. Catherine Berthium, $55.60. Richard E. Canoyer, $5.26. Richard E. and Tina M. Canoyer, $6.55. Barry R. Gendron, $39.41. Hyundai Lease Titling Trust, $541.56. Marvin E. Jewell, $95.25. Ann C. King, $39.51. Peter T. and Candace M. Labby, $646.53. La Framboise Water Service Incorporated, $46.90. Paul A. Masters, $17.76. Wayne D. O'Brien, $38.53. Margaret L. Sellers and Patricia M. Devine, $12.61. Michael E. St. Lawrence, $26.85. Toyota Lease Trust, $398.80. Volkswagen Credit Leasing LTD, $30.10. Volkswagen Credit Ltd, Leasing Ltd, $406.40. Mark A. Waterhouse, $31.08. Robert G. and Susan A. Wick, $12.16, and Rhonda Rooney, $35.90 for a total of $2,546.81. Make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion on these tax rebates or refunds? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion that we adjourn this meeting at 7:46 PM.
Second.
All in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the meeting is adjourned.
I said no.
You want to stay longer?
2 to 1.
It's